Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm minding my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yeah.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Play the beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Uno, no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks, there's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now a first-time 1,000-yard rusher from a season ago, it's Derrick Henry. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Not the best of starts here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out, that's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close, and now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those competent defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
56, Mike, 50.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And the Titans first down.
Set. Ready. Defense wins championships, man. Great.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set. Ready. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Samson Abukum, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. Now Newton. And he's got Rodgers. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down, Titans.
Here you go.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Out of the gun, Newton. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Newton now to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 6 of his throws on this drive. He'll try and run for it with Henry. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Samson Abukum in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert? Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chester Rogers, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Newton. Throw complete there. Rodgers. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago. We're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down.
First down, Tennessee.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Hey, watch the slant. Tight dog. Great.
A give to Burkhead on 1st down. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll set up the screen to Drake. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. David Njoku, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Ed Oliver, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They fake the give. Newton. Flushed out right. And an alley to run. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Running, it's Drake. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here we go on 4th. Newton. And able to find Kirk complete. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Derrick Henry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when they clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson now, dancing to his left. Wide open receiver complete. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 22, Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 56. Mike, 50.
On 3rd down, Jackson. They will find Davis. That's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 13 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken at his 4. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had a build. And
nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Lutz with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Samson Ebukam, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Newton. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The reception good for 7. It's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action. Newton. That'll be caught by Rodgers. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
20.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He's going to wind up and air it out, and this will be caught at the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
They go play action here on first down. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. Again, Newton. And he'll find Hall. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Colts pick it up.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
No, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Check the hot read. He's coming. He's coming.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Returnable here from the 38. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it'll be Titan football.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Chester Rogers, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
56 to Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
20.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Newton. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and pound it in with Drake. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up.
Check.
Jackson looking to throw on third. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5. They'll give Henry another shot. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Here's Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here we go, third and 1. Gut check time on both sides. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, D.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Completes it to Davis. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle there by Mark Barron. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, and partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And to give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ed Oliver in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
56, the mark, boys. 56. 56. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Mike 56. Mike 56.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Being chased out left. And that is caught. He's got his running back downfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
Let's go, D. Mike 56. Mike 56.
Throwing now is Jackson. Flushed out, and he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Ooh, the juke. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Colts, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew.